Hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to episode 14 of this Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4. This is the Empire of Brazil. In the last episode, we finally managed to take out Bolivia? No? Who was this? Ecuador. Is that right? Yeah, it was Ecuador. And next up, we are going up against Colombia. That was an epic geography fail right there. I'm so sorry. Right, we are going up against Colombia. We should be able to churn our way through them relatively quickly, I hope, and then I think we'll turn on Venezuela and then think about how on earth to go after Central America. That is going to be more of a challenge because I think it is going to mean bringing in a naval invasions. They have no navy, so that shouldn't be too bad. And then after that, it's the Mexicans. Although I am a little bit concerned that the Mexicans may well turn to the Internationale, which would be extremely bad for us. So at this juncture, we kind of need Russia to start things with the Internationale. We need Russia to actually hold out, and we need the Entente to get involved against the Internationale as well, which right now they are not. Because we also want to go after these nations, because I realise that my plan for getting an air force is a good one, except for the fact that all of the aluminium that I will be relying on is over here. There is a lot of aluminium there, don't get me wrong. We're definitely going to be able to do quite a bit in terms of air force. But we need to take this stuff, and all of it except for Suriname, which is actually independent. Oh no, sorry, it's Dutch. Netherlands. Netherlands is currently not allied with anyone. No, but they're quite likely to join either the Entente. Yeah, they're quite likely to join the Entente. So I need to be careful about who I declare war on. Venezuela, I'm fairly sure, will just remain independent. And then Colombia should too, hopefully. Alright, so when is that CB ready? 21st of January. It is now the 23rd of September. Right, so we ended just as Ecuador failed. So we are getting into position and preparing for the next leg of this particular offensive. Marvellous! We are struggling to import steel. I do remember that. We could get a tiny bit more from Russia. And in fact, if we boosted our relations with various nations, then we would actually be able to import even more. So if we had a word with Russia and said, hey buddy, how about improving relations with you? It does cost a daily cost, which is irritating. Yeah, I'm not sure I can afford that. I mean, I'd quite like a... I want to conquer the USA, but I also want them as friends for a while I buy their stuff to kill them with. Russia I have no anonymity with. Oh, you're allied with Japan. And Qing. That's very interesting. Russia suddenly looks a lot scarier now that they have Japanese assistance and Qing assistance. That is basically silly amounts of manpower with a navy, air force and industry versus Europe. Is basically how that's going to stand. And you have non-aggression with the Entente. You know what? Russia's actually played its cards quite correctly, so we are going to improve relations with Russia because I think that will pay off. And then we're going to try and buy more stuff from them as time goes on. Okay, good. Onwards. What are we researching? Everything. And we are building the Uruguay line, but that's mostly so that we can get to the last line of defense and then lessons from the war military science, which gives us even more technology. And at that point, I think we may actually have more tech slots than most of the majors, which is pretty good. I think they usually have about 5. Okay, good. Manpower is a little bit concerning, and we decided not to go with the high manpower route. Still not 100% sure that's the right option, but we will see. And I'm somewhat glad that we are still on volunteer, so we have a lot more manpower where that came from. We are a fairly large nation with a pretty good population base, and a lot of our enemies are already on very low manpower, or at least on the higher levels of manpower requirement already, which is going to slow down their industry and also generally means that they don't have much manpower themselves. which makes me extremely happy. Okay. Streamlined line. Marvellous. That is the last of those. Do we have any more technologies from here that we can get? No. I would quite like radar. I would also quite like decryption. The other one that would be quite nice are modern tanks. But we'd have to wait until 45. In fact, we're only about a year away from that happening anyway. In which case we would switch all of our light tank production into modern, I think. We also are ahead of time here, which would mean that we get that in 200 days, 152. You know what? That's fine. 200 days, do it. Saving even more manpower, that can't be a bad thing. Right, good. Popularity is rising. I'm not sure we need it. 86. I think we're going to go one more time, which should bring it to 91, and at that point I'm going to say we are definitely secure. We're 10% above the minimum needed to maintain the very high party popularity, and that is totally acceptable. Good. It's taking a long time to prepare that war. Fire brigades. That is the mobile warfare one, isn't it? Yes, it is. Backhand blow, 255 days, and then finally the modern blitzkrieg. Marvellous. Alright, who's failing their imports? USA. How could you? And the Ottomans. And Burma. And Thailand. Oh. But Batian Commune will sell me some. As will the Socialist Republic. I will accept some things from you. Oh wait, what was that for? Was that oil? No. That was steel. Yeah, good. Socialist Republic. I'll actually buy another set from you. Sweden's the other nation I could potentially get quite a lot of steel from. We would need to boost our trade influence with them, which means boosting relations, I believe. And there we go, Uruguay line. Marvellous. So let's get started on the last line of defence, and then we can get the lessons of war. If all else fails, and one of our lines break, our defensive planners have a contingency. By fortifying the Sao Paulo and outlying hills and areas, we can establish a perimeter around Rio and the coastline, using the San Francisco River as the northern natural part of the line. We can ensure that we are not caught unprepared in case of initial engagements fail. Initial engagements? This is like 3 years after the fall of Argentina. And then we'll basically own an entire continent. Alright, November. We have our navy already moving. We will at some point need to go to war with the Entente just to take Panama from them so that we can cross over when we need to. Now is not that time. We need them to go into war with the Commonwealth. It's a war I'm still waiting to have break out. Sorry, not the Commonwealth, the Communes. They are the Commonwealth. What is France doing? Unknown. Yeah, I really need to get some decryption so I can see what on earth these people are trying to do. It's kind of unfortunately sneaky and underhanded, not telling me precisely what their plans are. I don't appreciate such secrecy. Ooh, what's going on here? Fengtian Republic has invaded Africa. Huh. It looks like the Dominion of India is actually winning the war in India now. I thought it was a bad idea going after the Batian Commune. I still think it was, because that means they're now fighting on two fronts instead of just the one. They could have finished off the Princely Federation, then gone after the Batian Commune. But it seems to have worked out for them. They got away with it. Are we still moving our tanks and stuff up? Yeah, we are. Oh, these distances are ridiculous. We have a couple of troops that could use a bit of training. Wait for them to finish moving so we know that they're at least in position, and then we can give them a month or so of training. And I think that would be good. Oh, we have 3 civilian factories. Sweet. That means that we have a lot of stuff going through there, which means we can get more military factories going. Do we want more military factories, though? I mean, obviously the answer generally to that would be yes, but we don't really have the resources to actually build anything with them, which is a horrific problem. I mean, we just keep on slowing down the amount of cruisers we're building, but as soon as that one steel is gone, then we don't build any cruisers whatsoever. Which is a travesty. It's a real freaking problem, this. Yeah, alright, we'll keep on building military factories. Or we could just keep on getting more infrastructure so that the supply through here is ridiculous. Let's do that, because we're going to have a lot of supply coming up through here. We'll just do this. Like, I'd love to expand my industry, but there honestly is no point to doing so. Unless it was for some aircraft, but we don't currently have the aluminium to actually do that. I was checking this last time. We have 6 aluminium. That's about 3 factories worth of aircraft construction. Although, to be fair, getting 3 factories construction worth of Air Force right now would probably be a good move. So, Rio, or Sao Paulo, you'll do. Let's bump you up to the top and do that. And as soon as you're finished, we'll shift you to the bottom. That sounds good to me. Okay, just over a month. Drop you down to the bottom. You guys are now getting all the focus. Marvellous. The other thing I really want to do is replace my economics minister, because he is a corrupt bastard who is doing absolutely nothing positive for us right now. He's just a negative for everything. Oh, and resource gain efficiency. Oh, fantastic. That's part of the problem right there. And the other thing I would like is someone who increases trade relations. Trade deal opinion factor plus 20%. That kind of thing. Focus on peace is irrelevant to us. That's AI, not us. Justify wartime, no. I need the trade. Looks like it's going to have to be a non-party member. Probably you. Authoritarian Democrat. Great compromiser. Would cost 150 to bring him in. So be it. So be it. It's just so... Why is there so little steel? Well, there is so little steel because all of these guys have shut their sodding economies. It's the big ones. It's Austria, it's Canada, it's France, it's Japan, it's Qing, it's Italy, and it's Britain. It's like 5 of the biggest nations, just, in fact more than that, have just shut their entire economy, meaning that they're not exporting anything to the wider markets, which means everyone else just runs out. Which is why we need to go and conquer one of those people and then deal with that way. Portugal is already allied with the Commonwealth, and Spain has not yet declared war on them. It's unfortunate. That's usually one pretty good way of bringing the Commonwealth in against the communes. Excavation 5, okay, that helps. And Spain, you are... Wait, Spain's also allied with the Common... They are. Oh, that's interesting. I thought it was the FAI that had taken over in Spain, but apparently not. It's the Spanish Republic. Of course, because they did already declare war on Portugal. Portugal won, flipping their government and then making them come on side. Although Portugal is their puppet. No, they are Portugal's puppet. Okay. So the Entente already has an area to go, or a way to go after the communes. I wish there was a way of gently forcing them to go and fight each other. Let's go and research better fighters. We need to start working on that, although we are 1 day away from the 1944 technologies. In fact, we were just mere hours away from it. And the other thing we could do is go for nukes. Okay, so the 44 techs is bigger ships, so I think we do need to start working on the cruiser. Those are 45, 44 would be that one, and also better mechanized. That's true, we do need to start working on mechanized at some point. No, because we're going to be building light cruisers pretty much throughout. So let's start working on you. And then we'll work on the mechanized and things. And hopefully be able to dedicate some of the infantry equipment production to that instead. Okay, so we have some of this. We can start getting the close air support. We're going to say 3 of you. This doesn't cost any. Doesn't cost any steel. This costs all the resources I actually have, plus oil. Right, 20 days until war. We totally forgot to train people. Let's give you a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of training. And there was a tank as well. No, 2 tanks. Rah! 2 tanks. Train. Go. Shouldn't take you that long. Alright, good. Meanwhile, the rest of the world is too freaking quiet. Everyone's still trying to, like, find and destroy Germany. Well, they are expanding out from the Fengtian Republic. Who owns that? Japan side. I guess the Qing took it all, and then Fengtian joined them or something, but because Qing's on the same side, they don't get any of their lands back. Or something like that. Okay, you guys have finished your training. You are purple, yes you are. You two are that colour. Oh, move troops around, damn. I was rather hoping it wouldn't do that. Oh, and you lost all your preparation bonus. That's unfortunate. I lost the tanks prep bonus, but not the infantry. It's interesting. Increases by 3 every day. It's pretty nice. Last line of defense. Excellent. Okay, so the next one is Lesson of the Wars. Tanks, submarines, planes, radar. The battlefield is ever-changing, especially in the interesting times we live in. We must ensure that our military not only gets up-to-date equipment, but also that our generals and admirals can keep up with this age of ever-changing warfare. There's an extra there. Gain 1 additional research slot. Cool. We'll keep you... No, we'll keep you ahead of the ships. Because I really need to take down America before I go after anyone else. That's going to be difficult. That's going to be really difficult. Still not entirely sure how I'm going to pull that one off. I mean, thankfully you've not joined any factions, but we really need you to go to war with someone. Like, even if the Entente and America went to war, I would be fairly happy with that. What I really want, though, is for them all to go to war with the Socialists, and we can then further. Alright then, Meta. Time for war. Go, go. You can keep training, that's fine. Okay, initial surge is successful. Tanks pushing forwards. Yeah, good. This attack, not quite so. Bloody hell, that's a lot of digging. Decryption advantage. Only 5%. That's less than I thought it would be. Ooh, my attack is pretty high though. Planning bonus 47%. I have been underestimating that. Clearly. Bringing in a bunch of reserves for this one. We should be able to beat them back, though it's not going to be easy. Yeah, now we're winning. Good. Tanks are pushing forwards. They're not joined any factions or anything. Nope. Marvellous! This whole line's just going to be pushed back straight away. And thanks to our tanks over there, we might actually get some overruns. How's the war elsewhere? Ah, close air support 2. Good stuff. Let's start working on 3. Sure, maybe not. Fighter manufacturers, fighters and heavy fighters. In fact, yes, we can. There are no bonuses to wait for close air support 3s. They're leaving on their own volition. That's very good of them. We've pushed in over from that side as well. Jolly good. Okay. Have to say the opening attacks have gone pretty well. Right, we are building old stuff. Let's build the new ones. We've got we're building 2 fighters a month. That's pathetic. That is absolutely pathetic. Now the other thing that we have a lot of is tungsten. And one thing that I've been kind of looking at is instead of building regular tanks, building SPGs and then basically using that as the armoured core. Because if we compare medium tanks to the SPGs, they both cost 4 steel. Medium tanks cost tungsten, while light tank, right. What was my comparison? Okay, so medium tanks are better in every way for us than light tanks, except for the fact that the light tanks have the bonuses, and that is because we produce a lot of tungsten, and otherwise they are the same price. So we should probably be getting medium tanks instead of lights. Not now, but it's something to consider in the future. I was not, to be fair, expecting to be running out of quite so many resources. That's very annoying. Right, how's this fight going so far? In our favour. But we haven't really reached the mountains yet. We're even actually in the mountain stuff, we're pushing them back. Alright, so I'm going to say, let's throw the dice and start justifying a war against you. For Guyana. And then potentially for you as well, though I am very worried that Central America will join the Commune. In which case this game will devolve into us trying to defend against naval landings the entire time. More factories. Not too sure what we want to do with this. This lack of steel is extremely bad. So actually, can we import? Oh yeah, there's loads of aluminium on the market, and there's loads of oil on the market, so we can buy these. In which case, let's buy some aluminium and just start churning out aircraft. Make it happen. And also, more light cruisers. Seeing as we're starting to get some more shipyards. Let's drop the number of these that we're producing so we have some steel left over for other production. Okay, that's really low. Need a lot more aluminium. $32 is fine. United States is offering me more steel. How good of you. I'll take it. Oh, mountain equipment 3. And wait, this. We can get 1 more steel from you. Oh, what the hell's going on here? Buy all their steel. That's what I was trying to do. Down to just a deficit of 14. Popularity is rising. We don't need it. Cool, but we don't need it. Alright, so now that we have the mountain troops all the way up, it's time to start going on the mechanized, I think. How are the offensives coming? They're trying to do a bit of a counter. I kind of suspect that supply is an issue. No, it's not. Like, not at all. How's construction coming? We're on the last of the military factories. In fact, now that we are switching to aircraft construction, now that we know how cheap they are, let's just start churning out more factories. I think that will be fine. Alright, I guess that we're just waiting for people to get into position. I mean, honestly, we could halt this offensive, get some more planning bonus, and then just charge again. Probably the best thing to do. Steal from the commune, from you. Stop trying to import it. I'm only getting 4 from Norway. Sorry, but that's not... Is it worthwhile? It probably is, actually. Just because supplies are so low. You have to get steel at a real premium. Oh, we need to buy some oil. Interesting. Can we not buy it from Russia? We can, not very efficiently. I would rather buy this from the Pacific States, actually. There we go. Much better. Much better. Okay. So we're letting these guys dig in again. I mean, really, at this stage, we want to be hitting them from the right in order to take these 2 provinces. And then we can hit Bogota from 3 different areas. Going from the left means this is all mountains. That's just going to be an absolute bloodbath to get through. Where are my tanks right now? You've fallen behind a bit, haven't you? Okay. Just need to get back into position for the next offensive. We're going to make this one rather less grindy and bloody than the Bolivian. No, yeah, it was a Bolivian one. Peruvian. It was Peru, that was the hard one. I can't believe there's nothing going on here. Like, are you all on war footing now? Oh, Russia, you're on partial. Actually, so are you. You're on total. You're on total. That's going to mean you have some serious manpower issues. Interesting. Just need to wait a little bit longer for this to go up. Come on, preparation bonuses. In fact, the tanks aren't getting any. Do. No divisions in training, that's true. I could start getting some aircraft going. Do they have any in the sky? Doesn't look like it. And apparently we have some here. Let's cancel you. You seem to be suffering problems. Okay, in that case, I'm going to say let's throw some planes up here. Like so. And screw it, we may as well send up the fighters too, just so we have the air superiority. Like so. Off you go. More than enough Air Force capacity for this. Don't know how the coverage is going to work. Minus 61, minus 75. Yeah, not very effective. Oh, wait. Have I done that wrong? No. You are a set of 50. Which is the correct number. Okay, good. So how is the production coming? Now obviously it's going to take a while for this to ramp up. We are getting 1 close air support a day. And we're going to have more than enough materials to actually produce those. So yes, we should definitely just be like all out Air Force churn out at this point in time. Which also leads me to question what my air doctrine is. Battlefield support. Perfect. But we haven't actually started researching that at all. So maybe once field hospital is done, if I don't get something else, we should do that. Alright, round 2. Fight! Yeah, using the tanks for their high breakthrough, followed up by the infantry, much better. We should be able to just grind our way through here. Ah, free technology slot, which will in fact be very useful right now for the air support mission efficiency. Marvellous. And I'm going to leave the national focuses for a while. Oh, we took the other side of Bogota. They've been abandoning their positions. Why? In fact, you're going to just walk straight into Bogota. But anyway, we are not getting a national focus right now because we want to get the political power up to the level where we can... Yeah, we have just taken it. Haha! Marvellous! So we can get rid of the economic minister and hopefully sort out some of our economy. Okay, a counter-attack coming through here. Do we have troops on the way in? We do. So you just need to hold out long enough. In fact, the tanks have all just arrived. You've just all arrived. Bogota is ours. And you will not last for much longer, especially once Medellin's gone. I mean, you've still got Cartagena up here, that's true. This is going to help. You might even get cut off. In fact, I'd be somewhat surprised if you don't. I'll send you up here. And then we can get a cut off. It'll take you a long time to walk back. Hopefully. Sierra Leone has capitulated to Britain. That is unfortunate. There's still no particularly impressive wars going on over there, unfortunately. Oh, they are so close to capitulation. So close. You need to keep moving up, buddy. Let's keep ahead of them. Yes! Huzzah! Right, we just need to get there and then this is going to get overrun. There we go. Easy overrun. Easy. Big kill there. Big kill. Lovely. Alright, you march on to Cartagena. And you go and hold them there. Marvellous. Very happy with how that's gone. You can support. You're pushing in. Excellent. So how long until the declaration here is good? 13th of June. 2 months away. We'll have 2 months to prepare, which I think will be enough. And there we go. And turn done. Cool. Well, that went very smoothly. Okay, next up, Venezuela. This one, we can open up a pretty long front against you. And we'll say, head in over that way. I actually kind of want you to begin the assault from back here. And then we'll have the tanks coming in. There seems to be a bit of a valley here. We'll just have the tanks coming through that valley. Going straight to Caracas. Am I right in that summation? I think I am. Yeah, plains. Getting to Caracas is actually going to be pretty easy. What is the Venezuelan military like? Not great. Well industrialized, though. That's going to be a boon in terms of our industry. That's going to like increase it by 20%, if not more. Nice. Alright, next we need to start getting more planes, I would say. I like this new system that we have. More close air support. I mean, we will... Whoops. No, not at the top. We will also need more fighters. Should we start building fighters? I mean, they're going to be ancient. So probably not. We could buy another steel from the US. Make it happen. We're only 3 steel short now, which is very nice. Alright, cool. Well, that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, then please do hit that like button. If you haven't done so already, then do consider subscribing. And if you have any tips or advice for me, let me know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you next time. Goodbye.